Good morning, nerds, and today we're talking Stellar Blade because that apparently is all over my timeline because games are being currently released. I mean, not released; they're being shown off. There we go. We're getting all these new things like a new Power World update where Power World is finally, I guess, launching. You've got the Valheim update for 1.0 coming. My gosh, we are eating good when it comes to some of these games. Anyway, so with that, Stellar Blade has, I guess, Shift Up has released their trailer for the next Stellar Blade, which is Stellar Blade, I believe it's Blood Rain. That's what they're going with. And of course, the usual suspects can't leave well enough alone. They're going to look at something and go, that's a kid. That's a kid. Because apparently they're just PDFs and they look at anything and they say it's a kid, or they look at a kid and go, oh, you're trying to sexualize it. I'm trying to say these words without angering the algorithm gods. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Hey, before we get started, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So hit that notification bell, hit the follow button, the subscribe button, all that good stuff. So if you want to come join us, chill out while we're just playing a video game Monday and Wednesday, go ahead and do so. And if you want to join the conversation on Friday when we talk about news like this, well, you got to do the same thing there too, and you can come join us then. I'll see you then. But yes, let me introduce to you right here, Stellar Blade. That's right, this is the new protagonist, right? Oh, wait, sorry, that's if it was made in the West. My bad. Yeah. So, with that, let's move on. That was an accident right there. Anyway. So we've got somebody here who, apparently, I guess, has already taken the time to sort of bring it all together so we can take a quick look at the highlight reels. Although one of these things is kind of weird because I didn't hear anything about it. I'm going to go ahead and say it's fake outrage. There's no real outrage there. But yeah, so we've got this here, Blink. Anyway, yeah. So Stellar Blade's sequel is already its biggest disaster. It's really not. It really isn't. But anyway, Shift Up revealed Stellar Blade Blood Rain at the Summer Game Fest, and people immediately accused the studio of actualizing a character who looks like a child. The new heroine, Evie, replaces Eve. Words, and they're hard. And the internet was non-stop fighting since. See, that's the true part. That's apparently what I saw. I had people fighting over this. They were sharing essentially, one still somewhere, because that's how this works. We got to share one specific still, make a claim of it. Well, nothing else backs it up, right? Absolutely nothing else will back up that one particular still. It's kind of like when you spot AI, so then they have to zoom into it and circle the bit that's AI. They're like, see, AI was done here. And it's like, and any normal person glancing at this, nobody would notice that, but you had to go in there, do this thing just to get to where people, oh, okay, so that's where, like anybody cares. Anyway, then a second scandal hit when fans spotted AI-generated slop in the official, that, I don't know where that came from because I didn't see that one anyway. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, so that one I'm going to call BS. Nobody cares about that. Like, seriously, we keep fighting about... We could get into this fight about AI slop versus AI not slop and all this other stuff because we've gotten to the point now where they used to say AI doesn't create art. And now we have artists out there complaining that people are paying for and using AI art, even though... I guess about like 6 months ago, they were claiming AI can never do art and you can't call it AI art. Anyway, so the post has moved. How's that? Anyway, at certain angles, Evie looks younger than 15, with some saying closer to 10. So, yeah. Chinese players caught fake Chinese characters in the trailer that do not exist in their language. I don't know anything about that because I hadn't seen any of that either. The studio CEO went from leading Korean illustrators to posting AI key art in a few years. Okay, nobody's complaining about that either. And this is a Korean, Shift Up is a Korean company, right? So I don't really care that much about what they do about Chinese characters. Anyway, as in the kanji, the writing is like if I wrote a B in English and they've used the wrong thing to do a B for those who don't understand, not actual characters as in people or NPCs. The entire fight is basically about the first 5 seconds of the trailer where she looks the youngest. Okay. 1 reveal, 2 scandals, 0 No. The only thing anyone is talking about on my timeline, they're fighting about the age of Evie. That's it. That's all it is. None of this other stuff, I can't even find it anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere, maybe it's a couple accounts somewhere, but yeah. Anyway, so we've got this one here. The new Stellar Blade gameplay looks cool, but also the new protagonist design feels like you're looking at a child's face on an adult body. That gets even weirder when the team continues to pose the body and put the camera in positions to focus on her butt with jiggle physics. And then we've got this one here. The gaslighting on the topic is so strange. She looks underage regardless of the race. For being an actualized character, her face should be aged up. How is this even a divisive topic? Here it has been because the original, I guess, is supposed to be the left, while on the right is her with longer hair. Which, of course, that's the thing. It's like people were talking about how she's now younger or really, 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 really young because her hair is shorter. I guess that's where we were leading to with that. Post that and say, see, she's younger. She looks younger in this one still. In this one still, even though nothing else, works with it. You watch the entire trailer, you don't get that from the trailer. But this is an important thing to take note of right here. So let's take a look at this particular one here. Okay, remember when Stellar Blade first got announced and people said Eve looked 15, or Eve looked 15 or 14? How short memories these? No, it's not, because we just did this. We talked about Diana. They were looking at her and claiming everybody was PDFs if they liked that game. Before that, of course, was Stellar Blade, when they were complaining that Eve was 14 or something, and if you liked playing that, you were somehow a PDF. And these people are just straight up self-reporting because they have this thing of looking at like adults and making them in their mind children, while looking at children and the first thing they go to is people want to goon to them, right? Which honestly I think is the biggest self-report right there, because I don't think anyone in their right mind looks at a child and goes, oh yeah, you want to do that with that child. It's like, what is wrong with you anyway? But yeah, how short memory these people are. Stellar Blade 3 will get announced in 2-3 years and people will claim that looks like a child and these two never did. Yeah, that's true. So, and that's replying to this account here, which of course is one of those accounts that was complaining about the previous stuff too. Only one of these characters look like an adult. Let's be real. No, they both look like adults. I'm sorry. I get it when you look at Asian people and the fact that they just naturally look younger. It's like me without my beard. I look a lot younger than I actually am if I was to shave. I'm not going to. Then again, I'm also from Korea, so you just can't tell it. I've got more of my mother's features and than I do anything else. So But anyway. So yeah, then we have this. All the Stellar Blade 2 drama is regarded. Koreans look younger. Many mature Korean women have small faces, petite bodies. Exactly. Like, wow. Like, do we really have to talk about the whole lolly thing and stuff again? And how that relates to an adult person in the Asian sphere of people? And how they look? This is what a body type is, okay? Like, for all you Western games journalists, developers out there, when you want to put body type 1 or body type A and B, so this is what a body type is. Not the gender, this here. It's being short and petite, or big and fat, or tall and, skinny. Those are body types, not male or female. Anyway, but yeah. So just because they don't look ugly or have gargantuan features, don't make it pedo bait. Western beauty standards, thanks to a miserable feminists, have been so ruined to cater to the lowest common denominator that now normal Asian aesthetics make weirdos online convulse. If you see an adult Asian woman and think she's a child, you are a creep. It's all projection. Exactly. Exactly. And my good buddy Nathan over here is coming in clutch with this one. But nah, seriously. Somebody up here is talking about, apparently there was an interview, right? With Stellar Blade's Blood Rain CEO Kim. He talks about, we intentionally made Evie to be shorter and look a bit younger. We are designing Evie to have even stronger, more distinct personality than Eve. Costume quality will be much higher than previous games, and people, of course, are running with that and saying, see, she's a 10-year-old. Right? Because he apparently said we made her a bit younger. That's our justification. But anyway, so yeah, Nathan and he brings in the whole character model. This is an official model. If you think that's a child, you're literally regarded. So I went ahead and decided to ask the almighty AI. Now, granted, that means there was a couple of villages in Africa that were depleted of water for me to ask this question. So it was totally worth it. But anyway, how old does this person look? And I've given it the model that Nathan has shared with us. And it has to remind us that, one, this isn't a real person. Okay? Even the AI has to tell you, hey guys, this isn't real. Anyway, but based off of what it can see, if it was to say it was a person, it would be a young adult in their early to mid 20 range. And then when I asked Grok, because I asked GPT first and then I asked Grok, and Grok had the exact same response pretty much, reminding me, hey, this isn't a real person. But if it was, it would be somewhere around early to mid 20s. So around 22 to 26. And then give some, things down here, bullet points as to why it has come to this conclusion. Because, again, Asians look younger. But yeah, I mean, that shouldn't be a surprise. I don't understand this. Well, we know full well. Okay, we know full well, if we go and we look back into our old movies and stuff, there are people who are in their 20s and 30s playing teenagers in movies and TV shows. This isn't a new thing. This is something we have done for a long time because people can look younger than they actually are, right? And the fact that now we're having this existential crisis on X with these certain people, because I feel like they are straight up just self-reports and, oh my gosh, I've got to go to work. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this stuff down in the comments below, and I have got to go. We will see you later. Adios.